Hi ladies, welcome back. Today I thought I would do a quick get ready with me using one of my favorite palettes that I just recently bought. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I thought, you know what, while I'm doing it, I might as well try to find all of my other products that I have that are from that brand. So the look that I'm going to use is going to be using mostly all products from ABH. There are a few other items mixed in that I don't have those items from ABH. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you're new to my channel, I do hope that you will consider subscribing while you are here, ringing the notification bell so you're notified anytime I upload a new video, and watch it all the way through and give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any comments at the end, I would love to hear them. If you've used any of the products that I'm going to use, or if you haven't, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Bonnie, and this is Bonds Ageless Beauty, where together we're bringing our inner beauty out through skincare, makeup, and style. And let's get started on how I got this makeup look today. I have a lot of palettes, and I bought some recently, and I just bought this palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills recently because I got a really good deal on it. So that made me think of, let's just do a get ready with me using mostly Anastasia Beverly Hills products. So I'm going to start out by putting a little bit of eye primer on. I'm just using my Milani eye primer because I really like this. This is just a drugstore brand one. I did already do my brows off camera. I just did my Essence brow pencil. And then I used a little bit of the Benefit clear gel to go ahead and set it. Okay. I like this palette because it's got a lot of the mauvey rosy tones that I really like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with my Angie A501 brush. This is more of a flat brush, and I'm going to take it into this light color right here, and that's going to be my underbrow color. And I like it when a palette has one of these in here because not all of them do. So, okay, then for my transition shade, I'm going to go into this color right here. This one is called Beyond Frisco, I guess. Don't speak French, so. I'm just using my large Angie BK Beauty brush. And I'm just making circles and going back and forth to blend it out to a nice transition shade. Okay, then I'm going to go into, I'm going to mix two colors. I'm going to mix this color and this color because this might be a little bit too pink. So I don't necessarily want it that pink. So I'm going to mix the two of them, and that will help soften it just a little bit. And I'm going to do that in my corner here and bring a little bit into my crease. Because I love mauvey rosy tone palettes and colors. They're my favorite. I never thought I would. I was more of a neutral girl, and I do still love my neutral colors. Don't get me wrong, I love doing taupes and browns and cool tone colors. You will have to excuse that. My dogs are barking in the background. Okay, the dogs stopped barking. Everyone is outside plowing. The day that I'm doing this is the day after Michigan had a big snowstorm. We got 11 inches of snow last night. But along with the snow, we had 40-mile-an-hour winds and something new that I have never seen. We had thunder and lightning in the middle of the snowstorm, and it was loud. It was loud thunder, and I've never heard that, but I think it was because the snow is that wet heavy. It was just barely at the freezing temperatures, so I don't know why. It was just weird. And today we're supposed to have sun and 41 and sun and like 45 tomorrow. So it's going to be very wet. Everything's going to be melting. So it'll be interesting in the next couple of days what we got here. Okay, so then I am going to go into, if I can find my smallest brush here, and I'm going to go into this color here, but I'm going to mix it with the brown that's there because I want some depth in my corner, but I don't want it all brown. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to make like just a little wedge right here. Just bringing it across just to get a lot of depth in that corner. And then I have my little Sigma switch here. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend this out here and soften this a little bit. I will say this, these eyeshadows are blending wonderful. They're very soft. I like the colors. This is my, I think my 5th eyeshadow palette from them. Yes, this is my 5th one. And I have not been disappointed in any of them. I got the rose gold palette for Christmas and I love that. I thought about using that today, but I thought, it's a little bit more dramatic, but it didn't quite have the colors that would go with my sweater. So that's why I decided to change into this one. So I like how this is coming out. I like how it's got the depth at the corner. They don't have a lot of shimmers in this palette, which I think is because they want it to be more soft and not, I don't know. But they do have 2 here. So I think I'm going to use them both. I'm going to start out with the one on the bottom called Primavera, and I'm going to put that just lightly here, close to where my colors were. And then I'm going to take the other one, which is more of a cool tone one, and that's going to go over the rest into the corner of my eye. And then I'm going to blend it over the other color so it's not quite so golden, but you can see the golden through. Sorry about that. I really like how that looks. Really happy with that. Okay, then I'm going to take, and I think for my eyeliner today, I couldn't make up my mind whether I was going to do a tight line, so I brought up my Essence, and then I brought up my Maybelline Hyper Easy one, but I think I'm going to use the Maybelline, and I'm just going to do a fine line right at my lashes, because I don't want this too dramatic. It's Saturday. My husband and I've said this before, we work in our kids program at church, and the day that I'm taping this, we are having our, what we call our Grand Prix, and I guess it'd be sort of like a Pinewood Derby where the kids make the little cars out of the wooden blocks. So we're going up there to work there, so we'll be up there most of the day, at least like 3 or 4 hours this afternoon, so definitely a casual thing, so I don't want to get too dramatic with my eyes. So I figure I'll just put a little thin line so it gives a little bit of depth at my lash line, so it's going to make my mascara look a little bit thicker at the ends, which I really like, and yet it's not taking up any of my hood space. I'm going to put on some mascara, and the mascara that I brought up today is my Caloray. I like this one because it is a tubing mascara, and because it's not snowing outside today, thank goodness. It's supposed to be sunny and that, but there still could be some blowing, and you never know. I want something that's going to stay on a little bit better. So the first thing that I'm going to do, which I always do, is I'm going to comb my lashes through, and then I'm going to curl them, and then I'm going to put my mascara on. So I'm going to do this off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've got my mascara on, so my eyes are all complete. I really like how this came out. It's soft. It's not super dramatic. It matches my sweater, so I really like that. So let's move on to our face quickly here. I don't want to make this too long. What I'm going to use for my primer today is my Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector. And I'm just going to go over quickly. And just put a little bit of this all around and then just blend it in. My skin already is a little bit shiny just from my sunscreen, but that's okay. Okay, while that's setting in, I'm going to do my concealer. Now I don't have a Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. I do have a foundation, which I'm going to use today, and I do have a palette that's got a blush, highlighter, and bronzer in it, so I'm going to use that. But I'm going to start out and I'm going to put a little bit of concealer under my eyes and also at the edge here, like I like to do, to give my eyes some lift. And then I did bring up my concealer brush, so I'm just going to blend this in. And one of the things that I've really learned, ladies, especially if you're older and you have drier under eye areas, is really make sure that you moisturize and have this hydrated before you put your concealer on. It's going to blend in so much better. Doing your skin prep before you start your makeup is a must as far as I'm concerned. If I tried to get up and just wash my face and it was super dry and I tried to apply makeup on this, my skin is so dry it would not set down at all. So, okay, I'm gonna press this in a little bit with a sponge. Okay, now my foundation that I have, I got this off of BoxyCharm. And this is one thing, you know, with BoxyCharm, sometimes they get your colors right, sometimes they don't. This one, they didn't. It's very, very light. So what I'm going to do, and I've showed this in one of my previous videos, I'm going to put a little bit on a palette here. And then I'm going to take, this is from Physicians Formula, and this is a little mixer, and it's brown. And I'm going to put the smallest little teeny bit on my palette next to my foundation. And then I did bring a little spatula up, and I'm going to mix these two. And it's just going to add just enough, a little bit more depth to this foundation, so it won't look so pale, because when I put it on with nothing, it's pretty pale. So by doing it this way, okay. And you can see it's still a little light, but we're going to make it work. And I think that's the one thing I forgot to bring up was a foundation brush today. So I'm going to use my fingers and blend this most of the way in, and then I'm going to use the sponge. I do like applying foundations with sponges as well, so. And that's the nice thing about foundations. There are many ways that you can apply them, depending on how much coverage you want to get out of them, by using your fingers, a brush, a sponge. I do like this foundation. It's luminous, but I brought some powder up, so that's gonna take some of the shine down. I would say it's like a light to medium. It's not necessarily full, but it is covering up quite a bit here. So. Okay. I'm going to take my sponge and I'm just going to press it in a little bit. Like that. Give it some really nice coverage. And yes, it is shiny. Like I said, it is real shiny right now, but it will, I think that's a combination of the Maybelline and my sunscreen and the foundation. So what I brought up for a powder today was my Huda Beauty, and I've got the color Sugar Cookie. I really like this, so I'm just going to, brought up a big fluffy, this is a It Cosmetic brush. Just going to get some on that, tap it off. I'm just going to just lightly go over my face, just to take a little bit of that shine down. But because I have dry skin, I don't want to put too much on. And then we're going to go back with our sponge and we're going to press that all in. I am liking the way that this looks. It looks very natural. And I like the dewiness because my skin is so dry that normally everything looks really dry on me. So to have something that doesn't look dry is nice. Okay, now they don't have a contour, and this bronzer is pretty good. It's not really orange, so I'm going to use this as my bronzer up top, and I'm going to see how dark it is up here, or how yellow it is. And if it's not too yellow, then I will use it as my contour. If it is, then I have brought up a contour that I can use. Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. I am going to use a little bit of the new Flower Beauty contour, just a little bit, because I like my contour a little bit more muddy looking, I guess you'd say. You don't want your contour to be, as I've said almost every video, you don't want it to be more golden or bronzy looking. You want it to look like a shadow, so put a little bit of this under my chin. Close it up and just use the excess. This is one of my favorite tricks, ladies. It does help. It looks like you don't have such a, it helps lift your chin with having that shadow underneath there. It helps sharpen those lines so it doesn't look like you have little jowls there. So love that. That is a plus as well. Got another mirror because I just got this too. I think I got this in BoxyCharm and I just got it. So okay, we're going to go back in with our bronzer, and I'm going to go over my contour just lightly with this to set it just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to take it, I'm going to pinch this brush, I'm going to tap it in, my bronzer, and I'm just going to lightly go down the sides of my nose, give a little contour to my nose, and then blend that out. Okay, I'm liking the way that looks. Then I'm going to go into the blush. This looks pretty light. We'll see. I brought my Angie Hot and Flashy brush up. It's pretty light. I did bring another blush up just in case. Oh, you know what? It's giving enough color. I like this. I like this. And it's not too peachy. And it's giving just enough pretty color. Very nice and smooth. Now the highlighter, This is the highlighter. And I like it because it's shimmery, but it's not glittery. When you get older, you definitely do not want to put anything like that on you. So I'm going to take my small brush that I used for my powder. I'm just going to put a little teeny bit right on the tops of my cheeks. I don't want to get up here higher because that's where if you have any wrinkles. So you want to like keep it right on the top of your cheeks. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to press everything in one last time to get it set. I am not using a setting spray today. And I will tell you what, because my skin in the winter is so dry, and I am really having a hard time finding a setting spray that doesn't have alcohol in it. I did find one. That is the MAC, and I just got that, and I do like it. I think in the summertime it's going to be perfect. Okay. I'm going to stop for now. I'm going to run downstairs, put some jewelry in, and fix my hair a little bit because it just looks a mess right now, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Fixed my hair. Put some jewelry in that sort of matches my sweater. Now I'm just going to put on some quick lipstick. I'm going to use this is my Maybelline Color Sensation. And this is in, gotta get my glasses, Almond Rose. And then the lipstick I'm using, which I don't know if it's still available, this is from Lipstick Queen. This is like one of my absolute favorite lipsticks. I know she was on QVC. I know Ulta used to carry her. This is and the color on this, it matches, and I think it goes very pretty. Okay. Let's take one quick last look, see if I want to add anything or change anything. I think we are good. Okay, this is my completed look. I hope that you liked this video. I hope that you found some products that you may like or want to go out and purchase. I'm going to link everything below for you so you can find it easily. I do hope that while you are here, you will consider joining my channel by hitting the subscribe button, ringing the notification bell so you're notified every time that I upload a new video, and giving it a big thumbs up. And please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the look, if you've tried any of these products, what you think of them, or if you think you're going to go out and purchase some of them. Let me know. I'd be glad to hear. Thank you so much for joining me again. I really, really appreciate you watching my videos. I really appreciate it if you'd share them with some friends and help me grow my channel. With that, go out, have yourself a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you again in the next video.